Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to take you to a couple of cities that we haven't toured on my channel before to look at some new construction in Fallbrook and in Bonsall. Fallbrook is a city just to the south of Temecula, and Bonsall is just to the south of that. Very different lifestyle there compared to Temecula. These are more rural towns. So we're going to tour a couple new construction communities. Chris and I are going to go out to lunch. It's going to be kind of like a date day. So super excited to show you these areas. Are now leaving Temecula. We're headed up this hill, and as we head down the hill, we're going to be getting into Fallbrook. So you're going to notice as we head down the hill, it's going to get a little bit more green. Temecula, the climate is the valley, it's a little bit more deserty. Fallbrook is the very beginning of San Diego County, and it is easily 10 degrees cooler once you get into Fallbrook than Temecula on a regular basis. So, fun fact, I grew up in Fallbrook, actually. My parents, they're still there in the house that I grew up in, so we go home regularly, and we do work in Fallbrook from time to time. It's about 30 minutes from where I live, 30 minutes from where I live in Murrieta. We just passed the CHP checkpoint, by the way. That has not been open for years. They used to do these stops and just kind of look at people as you went through, but that thankfully has not been open because it was a traffic problem. Traffic is bad enough. We don't need a border checkpoint slowing us up anymore. So the first community that we're going to go to, it's called Cielo. It is a tri-point homes community, which, by the way, there's a couple builders recently that are like my favorite builders to work with, meaning I'm having the least amount of issues with construction issues. And Tri-Point is one of them. Tri-Point has been doing a really good job. On my walkthroughs have been very clean, which is important to me and my clients. So we're going to go do a property check for a client of mine that is actually out of state. They live in Texas. So I like to, when I'm in the area, stop by the property, see how things are going, and send them some progress pictures. But they're always excited to see the changes. Every week there's obviously something new going on at the property. And then we'll go ahead and tour the model home for the one that they built. There's a couple communities that are still selling in there. So this client is buying in this community called Pomelo, and it's the more affordable community. The second community is called Tangelo. Those homes are a little bit larger. They're a little bit more expensive, but those are still selling in there as well. This Tri-Point community, it is right next to a community called Horse Creek Ranch, or Horse Creek, I want to say. It was a D.R. Horton community. That one is completely sold out. There's the Fallbrook sign. We just passed it. This is one of the first exits to get to downtown Fallbrook. That population sign said 27,000. I thought Fallbrook was more in the 45,000 range. It's been pretty steady since I lived there. The population is not growing very much. It's a very rural area. A lot of homes are on minimum 1 acre or more. There was zoning ordinances for that, so not too many tract communities. But this new construction community that we're going to go tour, it is a tract community. And it's important to point out that although it is considered Fallbrook is an unincorporated area, by the way. It's not an official city. So I don't know how much you're going to be able to see from this shot, but the first community that we're going to go tour is right here on my left. So again, it's on the east side of the freeway, which is at least a 15-minute drive to actual downtown Fallbrook. It's kind of out here on its own, but I do think that there is going to be good opportunity out here because this is going to develop over time, and this is actually a lot more convenient to the freeway. Most homes in Fallbrook are 15, 20-minute drive off of the freeway. We're at our exit here, Paula, the 76, and I'll help you get your bearings. Since it kind of seems like that we're out in the middle of nowhere, but we're not. We're close to a lot of stuff, actually. So we're going to hang a left, and we're going to tour the new construction communities. If you were to keep going left, you would hit Paula Casino, and a lot of other Indian casinos are out that road. If you were to go right, you would get into Oceanside, and you could go to the beach. It's about a 20-minute drive down the 76 to get to the beach, and that's why it's cooler down here. You definitely get those coastal breezes out in this area. And that's why normally the landscaping is a little bit greener down here as well because of the cooler weather. I just finished the property check for my client, and I just want to show you a little bit about this area of the community. We're near the very top, so there are some awesome views up here. My client selected this side of the street, which actually has the hill behind it, so they are going to have privacy, no rear neighbors. And these trees you can see behind it, these are actually avocado groves. Fallbrook is known for avocados. They have an avocado festival every year. A lot of people have avocado trees. And that is a portion of the community. It's actually owned and maintained by the HOA. So I just went across the street. You could choose the lots like my client chose with the slope in the back where you have the privacy, or you could choose the view lot side. There is a premium for the view lot side, so I'll let you take a look at that. Into the one parking space that they have here. They have two models that they're touring at Pomelo here, and these are actually self-tour. You download an app. There is not on-site salespeople here. There's a sales center down the hill. You have to drive down the hill to go talk to the salespeople, but you can self-tour with the app, and the information for that is on the door. We're going to take a look inside, but real quick, very important tip: if you plan on using independent representation to help you in purchasing a new construction home, make sure that you reach out to your agent first and that your agent accompanies you the very first time you visit a new construction community. And it's even helpful if your agent is the first contact to the new construction community, so that the builder will allow them to help you through the process. If you a lot of times reach out to the builder first or tour without your agent on that first visit, they oftentimes will not later compensate your independent agent, just FYI. So I just popped into the sales center because I wanted to get some updates on like how many homes they have left to sell here, because they're well on their way, and like roughly what the prices are. So both Pomelo and Tangelo have about 6 to 7 more releases to go. So there's plenty of homes. I think they're going to be building out through November of next year, 2025. So we still have time, but not a ton of time. And the prices, like for Pomelo, where my client was buying, those are starting in the mid to high 700s, and then are going to go up from there if you're adding lot premiums, like those view lots that we were looking at. Those had some options added, plus they had the view premium, and those were in like the high 800,000s for the view lots. Now, Tangelo is the larger homes on a little bit larger lots, and those are starting in the 800,000s. So those ones are a little bit more expensive, but these for San Diego County are actually some of the most affordable for new construction, because San Diego County, it's much more expensive than Riverside County and the Temecula Murrieta area. So we have a second community to show you, but we have realized after we finished filming that this video has gotten entirely too long, so we're breaking it up into part 1 and part 2. So we just finished part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, which is going to be the Bonsall community. It's gorgeous. I'm super excited to show you that one. That'll be coming in a week or two. Thanks for watching. Bye.